of our country. That's the reason why we are saying that we have become slave mentally. You take for example agriculture sector. We all know that the majority of Indian population rely on this sector. Directly or indirectly, the people of India rely on agriculture. Stimulus to the economy can come only if you shift your focus to this sector. It means that India should formulate such a policy which might help the farmers, which might help those who are engaged in this field. But it's not the case. We all know the agriculture policy has its very bad impact on the society. It reduces people's association with agriculture. It encourages farmer to opt for corporate farming. It allows large scale transfer of agricultural land to the multi corporations. It encourages to make use of intensive chemicals and unsustainable farming practices. So these are the outcome of our agriculture policy, as a result of which we see that the farmers are in a very bad condition. According to the National Crime Records Bureau, on an average 46 farmers commit suicide every day in our country. You take for example the field of education. We want to educate our children so as to make them competent, so as to make them very effective for the progress and prosperity of the country. For this it is very essential that we have to provide different opportunities, but it's not the case right now. We are witnessing a partial development of our student. Only technical education is being imparted here, and the statistics says there is a regional imbalance because of the foreign direct investment, because of the privatization of education. Access to the education is very limited and confined to the rich people. Regional imbalance in the sense 25% of the Indian population resides here in the northern part of India, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. And 60% of the medical colleges, private medical colleges, almost 50% management colleges, nursing colleges are located here in this part. It will be a very difficult task for a northern student to come over here and pursue his education. And we don't find any interest of our student in the field of the humanities, in the field of social sciences, in the field of political sciences. So this is partial development. And we don't encourage our student for research. Our administration has become bureaucratic. And we rarely revise our syllabus, keeping in view the present condition, keeping in view the changing trends. We hardly revise our syllabus. So these are the bad impacts that we are witnessing in the field of education because of the invasion of imperialistic forces. You take for example the external affairs policy of our India. We had a time that the world used to recognize our bold stand on global issues. People used to recognize our stand. People used to admire our stand. But it is not the case. Right now, we know because of the alliance with the US, we have shifted our policy. We are not expressing our policy in a just manner. We are recognizing those states which are illegal in nature. Because of that nuclear deal, some experts say that we have become glorified slave now. So the list goes on like this. It means what? We have become mentally slave. You take for example the international financial institutions, the IMF and the World Bank. We spread our hands for loans. The reason is that we are facing financial crisis here. Why financial crisis? Because we are not utilizing the potentials of citizen. The statistics says that in the process of creation of wealth, only 40% of the citizen participate. Remaining 60% don't know what's their role. And we are saying that we are facing financial crisis. Look at China, look at Korea. They have overcome this poverty. Poverty elimination process was very fast. In China now 60% poverty is there. As far as India is concerned, world's poorest population, has some number. People say that 50% of the world's poorest population resides in our country. Both slavery and poverty are facing, are before us. We are facing these two major issues, and we need to address these two issues, and we need to provide suitable solution for these two important problems. Jamaat Islam Hind says that with the existence of such burning issues and burning problems, we cannot prosper. We cannot progress. For progress and prosperity, you should have to concentrate on those problems which are affecting the very fabric of your country, which are affecting your structure, which are affecting your progress and prosperity, which are affecting the advancement of your citizens. In view of this, we have decided to organize a 10-day long campaign all over the country, and Alhamdulillah, we have started on 11th of December, and this is the concluding day of that campaign. But inshallah, from now on, we will maximize our effort in order to save our country from slavery and poverty. As a part of our campaign, we organize many programs on different parts of the country. In Karnataka also, we had demonstrations, we conducted symposia, we conducted college lectures. In order to create mass awareness among the Muslim, we had Friday sermons in the mosque. We met with the intellectuals, policymakers. We submitted memorandum to the Deputy Commissioner, to the government authorities. So and so forth. We performed a lot of activities during this campaign. The sole objective was to create awareness among the people and to bring before the people the bad impacts of capitalist imperialism. And during these efforts and during these programs, we humbly requested our countrymen to think over the teachings of Islam. We firmly believe that the country which is facing many problems, Islam provides suitable solution. Very amicable solution it provides. If we concentrate on its solution and if we concentrate on its program, we can make our country free from all these evils and all these bad impacts and burning issues. In today's function, we are very fortunate enough to have luminaries on the dais. Maulana Sayyid Jalaluddin Umri Sahab, President of Jamaat Islami Hind, is presiding over this function. He is with us. He is a renowned scholar and wrote many books on different issues varying from human rights to the social issues, to the status of women, on medicine. On many topics he wrote books. Alhamdulillah, we have such a great person with us. Inshallah, he will enlighten us on different aspects pertaining to the topic of this symposium. Apart from him, we have our beloved Swamiji, Shivarudra Mahaswamiji, Belimat. He used to encourage us a lot as far the social issues are concerned. He encourages us to carry out our efforts. We are very fortunate that he is amongst us now. Reverend John Dayal, President All India Christian Council, is among us, and Mr. Ishaq Puttur, he is the chartered accountant and associated with the Sanmarga Weekly Kannada magazine. Dr. Saad Belgami will also speak on the topic. He is the President of Jamaat Islami Hind Bangalore Urban, and apart from him, we have Katyani Madam, who is the Vice President of Forum for Democracy and Communal Amity. I welcome all of them on behalf of Jamaat Islami Hind, and I welcome all of you to this function. May Allah make your participation beneficial to us and to the nation. Lastly, I would like to highlight one more point, that after independence, if you look at this condition, it becomes very essential that we have to ensure our positive role for the betterment of society. After 60 years of independence, the constitutional organs have fallen short of our hopes and expectations. The executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. It is the high time that we have to concentrate on the positive role of these organs, and ensure that these organs play positive role in the development of the country. By this only we can prevent our country from becoming slave and our nation becoming